Top love facts about guys that girls don't know. Guys often have unique ways of expressing love that girls might not notice. For instance, a significant number of men, approximately 75%, show affection through actions rather than words. They tend to prioritize providing solutions over simply listening to problems. Around 60% of men express their feelings through physical touch, even small gestures like a pat on the back. Research shows that 80% of guys take their partner's happiness seriously, often feeling responsible for it. Men also value personal space and alone time, with about 65% needing it to recharge, which is sometimes misinterpreted by women. Alright, first up we gotta talk about how guys show love. It's not always about the grand gestures, the poems whispered in the moonlight, or the bouquets of 1,000 roses. Okay, maybe sometimes it is, but hear me out. For a lot of guys, love is a verb. It's about doing stuff. You need your sink fixed? Boom, he's on it. Car needs an oil change? He's already under the hood looking like a pro mechanic. It's not that he's trying to be your personal handyman, although, hey, if that's your thing, power to you. It's that he wants to take care of you, make your life easier, you know? It's his way of saying, I got you, without actually having to say it. Think about it. When your man goes out of his way to do something nice for you, isn't it kind of sweet? It's like his heart is speaking through his actions. And trust me, that's a beautiful language. So next time your guy fixes something for you, or surprises you by doing the dishes, don't just say thanks. Give him a hug, tell him you appreciate him. He'll love it, even if he pretends he doesn't.
Know you've been a good friend.
Okay, ladies, let's talk about a classic guy move that often gets lost in translation, the whole fixing things thing. You know what I'm talking about? You come to him with a problem, maybe you're venting about work, or your friend is driving you crazy, and what does he do? He jumps straight into problem-solving mode. He's offering solutions, giving advice, maybe even pulling out his phone to Google best ways to deal with annoying coworkers. And yeah, I get it. Sometimes you just want to vent, to have someone listen without judgment and offer a comforting hug. But here's the thing, guys are wired differently. They see a problem, they want to fix it. It's not that they don't care about your feelings, it's that they care so much they want to make the problem go away. They want to be your hero, your knight in shining armor, even if that armor is a little rusty, and he's riding in on a slightly dented bicycle. So next time your guy starts offering solutions, instead of just listening, try to see it from his perspective. He's not trying to shut you down, he's trying to help. And hey, sometimes a fresh perspective is exactly what you need, right? Alright, let's get physical. No, not like that, get your mind out of the gutter. I'm talking about physical touch, the often overlooked love language that speaks volumes, especially for our male counterparts. Guys, they're not always the best with words, right? Sometimes a simple touch can say more than 1,000 I love yous. And I'm not just talking about the big romantic gestures, although those are great too. I'm talking about the little things, a hand on your back as you walk through a crowd, a playful nudge when you make him laugh, a reassuring squeeze of your hand when you're feeling anxious. These small gestures, they're like little love zaps, transmitting affection and care without a single word being spoken. It's their way of staying connected, of saying, I'm here, I see you, and I care about you. And the best part? It goes both ways. You know how good it feels to get a hug from your guy when you're feeling down? Well, guess what? He feels it too. Chapter 4. Your happiness is his mission. Let's talk about happiness, folks. Specifically, your happiness. Now, I know what you're thinking, Jimmy. My happiness is my own responsibility. And you're right, it is. But here's the thing about guys. They genuinely, deeply care about your happiness. Like, really care. It's not just a nice to have, it's a priority. They want to see you smile, hear you laugh, and know that you're feeling good. And sometimes, they even take it upon themselves to be the source of that happiness. They'll plan surprise dates, cook you your favorite meal, or even just sit and listen to you talk about your day, all because they want to see that sparkle in your eyes. They might not always get it right, but hey, effort counts for something, right? So next time your guy goes out of his way to make you happy, let him know you appreciate it. Tell him how much his efforts mean to you. Trust me, it'll make him feel like he can conquer the world, or at least successfully assemble that IKEA bookshelf you've been meaning to put together. Chapter 5. In need of some me time. Okay, fellas, this one's for the ladies. We all know that spending quality time together is crucial for a healthy relationship, right? But here's the thing about guys. Sometimes they need a little space. And no, I'm not talking about going to Mars, although hey, if Elon Musk is offering, who am I to judge? I'm talking about good old-fashioned me time. That sacred time when they can recharge, de-stress, and just be alone with their thoughts. Maybe they want to read a book, watch a game, or just stare blankly at the wall for an hour. Who are we to judge? The point is, it's not personal. It doesn't mean they don't love spending time with you. It just means they need a little time to themselves to be the best partners they can be. Think of it like this. They're like your phone. They need to recharge every now and then to function properly. So next time your guy says he needs some me time, don't take it personally. Let him have his space, and trust me, he'll come back to you recharged and ready to reconnect. Chapter 6. Behind the strong and silent facade. All right, let's talk about feelings, folks. Deep, meaningful, sometimes messy feelings. Now I know what you're thinking, Jimmy. Guys don't do feelings. And yeah, sometimes it seems that way. They might not always wear their hearts on their sleeves. They might not pen you sonnets about their undying love. But that doesn't mean they don't feel things deeply. It's just that, for some guys, expressing those feelings verbally can be like trying to parallel park a semi-truck in a snowstorm. It's tricky. They might show their love through actions, through gestures, through those little things that say I care without actually having to say the words. And hey, sometimes those unspoken gestures speak volumes. A hand on your back when you're feeling down, a knowing look across a crowded room, a silent promise in their eyes. So next time your guy struggles to articulate his feelings, don't pressure him. Give him space, be patient, and let him know that you understand. Because sometimes the most powerful emotions are the ones that words can't quite capture. You know that warm, fuzzy feeling you get when someone acknowledges your hard work, when they say thank you and genuinely mean it? Yeah, guys love that feeling too. It's not that they need constant praise or a pat on the back for every little thing they do, but a little appreciation goes a long way. It shows them that you see their efforts, that you value their contributions, and that you appreciate them for who they are. So next time your guy does something nice for you, even if it's something small, take a moment to acknowledge it. Tell him you appreciate him, let him know that you see his efforts and that you're grateful for him. Trust me, it'll make his day. Chapter 8. Beneath the surface. We all put on a brave face sometimes, right? We act tough, we hide our vulnerabilities, we pretend we're invincible. But here's the thing, guys. They're not immune to this whole human being with feelings thing. They might not always show it. They might crack jokes to deflect. They might retreat into their caves of solitude when the going gets tough. But trust me, they feel things deeply. They might not cry at sad movies. Okay, maybe some do, no judgment here. But they feel the weight of the world on their shoulders, just like anyone else. They worry, they stress, they get their feelings hurt, even if they don't always express it openly. So next time your guy seems distant or withdrawn, don't assume he's being insensitive. Approach him with compassion, create a safe space for him to open up, and let him know that it's okay to not be okay all the time. Chapter 9. The cornerstones of connection. Let's talk about two of the most important ingredients in any relationship: loyalty and trust. These are non-negotiables, folks, the bedrock upon which strong, healthy connections are built. And guys, they value these qualities immensely. Loyalty means having each other's backs, through thick and thin, no matter what. It's about being there for each other, even when things get tough, even when it's inconvenient, even when you'd rather be doing anything else. Trust is about knowing deep down that you can count on each other. It's about feeling safe and secure in the relationship, knowing that you can be vulnerable, that you can be your true selves without fear of judgment or betrayal. When guys feel loyalty and trust in a relationship, it allows them to let their guard down, to be vulnerable, to truly open up and connect on a deeper level. Chapter 10. The joy of shared adventures. Let's be real, folks. Sometimes the best way to bond is to do stuff together. And no, I'm not just talking about sitting on the couch binge-watching Netflix, although hey, that's fun too. I'm talking about shared experiences, adventures, those moments that create lasting memories and strengthen the bond between two people. For guys, doing activities together can be a powerful way to connect. It could be anything from playing a game of basketball to going on a hike to trying out a new restaurant together. It's about creating shared experiences, laughing together, challenging each other, and just enjoying each other's company. So next time you're looking for a way to connect with your guy, ditch the dinner and a movie routine and try something new together. You might be surprised at how much fun you have and how much closer it brings you. And there you have it, folks. 10 love facts about guys that might surprise you. Remember, guys might not always express their love in the most obvious ways, but that doesn't mean they don't feel it deeply. So pay attention to the little things, appreciate their efforts, and don't be afraid to give them a little space when they need it. And who knows, you might just discover a whole new side to your man. That's all the relationship advice I've got for you today, folks. I'm Jimmy Fallon, and remember, love is like a good laugh. It's contagious, it's good for the soul, and it makes the world a much brighter place.